What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Aggro Cast. We're here with another Gold League Legends game. We got a 2v2 on the docket for today. We got KT Roth in the yellow on the Jeanne d'Arc. His teammate today will be Frankie Dukes on the orange, playing the Ottoman. Looks like his green was stolen by the Japanese player, Gardakan. Probably wasn't very happy about that in the team selection screen. And Gardakan's teammate will be the purple Aeubid, Scry. I'm going to move this up to let's go a little 4 times speed here, because we don't really care about the scouts. Like, what they're going to get sheep, whatever. We're on Hillendale today. There's not that many sheep to be gathered. But let's take a look at the mini-map. Looks like the safe in the back for our protagonist, we have berries and stone with a little bit of wood, compared to the other team, which is stone, berries, deer, and much less wood. So they trade off the big wood for the deer, which you'd probably rather have that safe food in the back. It's going to be a battle for the middle here today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 giant gold veins across the middle of the map, with trade in the corner. So it's going to be interesting to see what our teams try to do. And we have early walls coming in. Let's slow it down to 2 times speed, as we got the purple Aeubid player going for early walls. It probably means he's going to go for a fast castle. If I know my Aeubids, and I think I do, they like going for fast castle. Take a look what our protagonists are doing. We got School of Cavalry that came down. We got the Sultahani Trade Network coming down on the edge of the map. Looks like he's probably going to try to trade to that top side, getting a nice little trade value there. Let's go with the Japanese. He's going to go with the Kura Storehouse. No surprise there. Has he gathered any stone? So he's not looking for an early daimyo upgrade, but got a little knight out on the field. He's going to run across the map. He's probably going to figure out that the walls have been thrown up. Let's take a look at what they've seen. Yeah, he is going to find out about that wall right away. Let's take a look at the other side, see what they're looking at. They've seen the bases. They're kind of scouting out with a Desert Raider right now. Yeah, just classic Gold League scouting going on by our combatants here today. We got the first trader. Oh, he's not going to go to the top side. He's going to trade down to the bottom side. He's got a couple traders out on the map here. And looks like that knight has found its way in. It's gonna have to deal with a Desert Raider. Let's slow it down to live speed here. He's gonna have to get that unit out of there. He's gonna run away from this scout also. I'm not sure what he's. I guess he's coming home to try to defend against this Desert Raider. Plenty of knights out on the map here. If I know anything about the Ottomans, their goal is just to survive until they can shove their great bombards down your fucking throat, right? And I think that might be the plan here for our protagonist. Just kind of be a nuisance with the French knights. Another wall coming in on the edge. Very big bases here from Hillendale. Just small little walls, really secures a lot, but you don't want to cut yourself off from the middle. The middle's going to be very important, and they're gonna have to deal with this this wolf over here, because that's going to really piss me off with the alerts over and over again. He's got quite a few traders coming in here. 6 traders out of the map already here today. He's going to get more value by sending them across the map than he would if they were just garrisoned. And looks like we have our first castle age coming in by the Aeubids. No surprise there. That's just what the Aeubids do. They go castle. Now, I mean, what are you gonna, that's what they do. They go castle. Don't judge me. Looks like we got some archers coming out, because he's going to assume that there's going to be spears to deal with his knights. Aeubid, not a great matchup for the knight heavy, the cavalry heavy French variant. Dealing with his deer over here. What do we got? We got another little raid coming in with Jean, trying to pick up some of that XP. Ooh, what he doesn't see just escaped his vision was those 8 villagers going to the back. His knights are going to have to get out of there, but man, if he would have seen this, 11 villagers going to the back, they're going to wall themselves in there, so they're going to be a little bit more protected. causing a lot of idle time here. Pretty good start here by the Jean player. Let's go over to... Oh, he is pop cap though. Uh-oh. He is getting that house up, so no big deal. Villager hasn't even come out yet, so not gonna hurt us too much. Gonna get Chivalry out. That gives him the regen. Let's go over to Frankie Dukes. Let's see what he's got working with. He's gonna get up to the castle age. 2 military schools, get a couple archery ranges, a blacksmith. Little lag there. Don't know what we had going on. The 7th trader has come out. Let's take a look at the current resources. See if anyone's floating anything. A lot of gold for Frankie Dukes here. Maybe start trading that for some food, or just make more traders. Just start pumping those traders out. He's got his first Sipahi coming out onto the map. All of our players kind of floating a little bit of resources here, but that's to be expected. Another raid coming in with the archers. They're going to deal well with these desert raiders who do not have any range defenses. Another great run by the knights. That raider is going to go down, but he's going to pick up one of the archers. He's got to get out of there. Maybe if you could stop and fight, get a charge in, but they're just going to run past. He's got those... And it looks like the first mounted samurai is out on the trade line. We completely missed that the Japanese also went castle. And now the Ottoman player is in castle. He took that Yodashido, he put it right into the stable to just start pumping out those mounted samurai. And here comes the Sipahi to try to deal with it, but it looks like the antagonists are also going to be sitting on these relics and seeing who can pick those up first. Sipahi coming out, another trader looks to be going down. The Sipahi is not going to trade well against this mounted samurai. He needs to get a spear out of the map. Maybe even start trading up to the top corner. Don't run these traders into their deaths here. Barely any damage done to the samurai, and the Sipahi will go down. We do have another military school coming in. He's going to have to get some spears out of the map. Just cavalry out the ass for both teams. Ooh, big fight here that we missed. Looks like a lot of the camels went down, and the knights reigned supreme. They're going to get into the woodline and snack on some more villagers. He's going to take those traders and probably send them back out to this top trading post. Great value so far by the Jean player. He does have a spear on this wood line. Sorry, on the old trade line. And it looks like the Japanese are just going to hang out on these relics. Look at that. He's just going to put a mounted samurai on all the relics to see if his we'll see if he brings those home or if his teammate is going to bring them home. Looks like he's sending out a Shinto priest now. Already has one relic in the bank. Gonna want to get those deer down there as well. But it's okay. Where's that fight? That spear is not enough against those mounted samurai. He's gonna get more spears out of the map. Maybe throw down a wall here, as you're no longer trading down there. He has garrisoned the traders, which is a smart decision. Try to get some of that passive gold coming in, but he's got to get some walls up. Frankie Dukes got to get some walls up. He's gotten the crossbows, which is a good play. The Sipahi aren't going to do much against the mounted samurai. Just crossbow, janissary, and spearmen. That's what he needs out on the field right now. Looks like another relic going in for the antagonist. Ooh, 2 dervishes go down to Jean. Jean is just playing very solid right now. Frankie Duke's going to need to get those walls up. He would love to get some walls up. As we take a quick look at the military, KT Roth with 18 kills to 6 deaths, just absolutely destroying his teammate. Frankie Dukes not doing too well, has not taken down any of those mounted samurai, but he has lost 8 units of his own. But now that he has those janissaries, it's going to be a nice little matchup on the bottom if the Japanese player is just going to only pump out these mounted samurai. And that looks like what he's doing. He's just pumping out mounted samurai. He's got plenty of income for it. Got the great farming. He has picked up one of the daimyo. He has enough stone for a second daimyo, the palace. He's going to bring in his second relic over here as he camps out on this third. And here comes the army of the Ayyubid player, Frankie Dukes. Not sure what happened here. Maybe they were fighting and they ran away from each other, but here comes a new dervish out to pick up the relics. And Frankie Dukes is pop capped. He has a house coming in right now, so it didn't hurt him too bad. Just getting tons of gold back here. Tons of villagers. 16 villagers on gold. Let's see what he has planned. Maybe he's trying to get to Imperial, get those great bombards out on the map. He is going to go pretty aggressively at these deer out here. Maybe throw a tower down and protect your villagers a little bit, but that's okay. We'll see if the Japanese player even contests. He is going to pick up another relic. Just the antagonists out here today, cleaning up on relics. Our protagonists are going to have to secure either the top side or the bottom side, get this trade going, because they're not going to get it with the relics. Maybe even some keeps down. A keep down right here would do wonders to protect 16,000 gold, right? That'd be pretty good. Looks like we have a second town center coming down for the Jean player. He's going to put that right on the gold. Let's take a look at his resources. Not picking up any stone as of yet, but he's just going to be going into these heavy knights and, you know, the Alberturier, French-specific crossbows. And I know I pronounce that perfectly every time. It looks like the Ayyubid player doesn't like his teammate, and he says, "We're not sharing a base. This is my base. That is your base. You can go fuck off." Dervish doing nothing, where there is one more relic out on the field. Let's go over and see if do you ever scout that out? He did scout that out, so he knows there's a relic out on the field for him, but he's just gonna hang out for now. Just gonna hang out for now. That second town center has gone up. I want to say he wanted those guys to go to gold, but they're gonna go to wood instead by accident. He's gonna pick up the sacred sites. We do have a couple passive gold coming in for our protagonist. Oh no, and the Ottoman player went back into the trade, but he's not protecting it. Ooh, costly mistake coming in here. Where's his army? His army's in the middle of the map here, and massing in his base. He does have a mangonel out on the field. That MIA does pump them out automatically. Here comes a second one. But he lost quite a bit of traders there. He's down to 6 traders. And he's going to go garrison them back home. Oh, nope. Looks like he's going to run one more to his death. Puts up a forward stone wall. Looks like he's going to try to take control of the bottom of the map. But he doesn't realize the Japanese already had that idea. He's going to put a town center down between these two golds. My guess is, let's see if he's collecting stone. He's going to collect a bunch of stone and turn that into a castle. So that's going to be tough for our protagonist to deal with once that gets up there. Tons of mounted samurai out in the field. The Ottoman player just needs to go into these janissaries. Janissaries, spears, and just go to town on the enemy cavalry. It looks like Jean is in on the base again for the Ayyubid player. Just taking down Ghulams, taking down villagers. Gonna get a couple more before they sneak through the gate there. But so much idle time as he comes from so far away with his units. What do we have? 55 workers for the Jean player. 53 for Frankie Dukes. 59 for the Japanese. And only 47 for the Ayyubid. The Jean player has been doing very well, taking down villagers and causing idle time for the Ayyubid. As the Jean player runs away, it looks like we're going to have a confrontation here in the middle. A lot of villagers to be had. Only 7 can get into this town center. And these janissaries are going to, and crossbows are going to clean up against the mounted samurai. They're going to take them down in droves. It would have been nice if he got his mangonels in there first. They're a little slow to the draw. But he needs to take down this town center. Just clean up. Great play here by the Ottoman player, Frankie Dukes. And the Japanese player is just gonna run his samurai right into 7 spearmen. Not sure what he was thinking there, but he's gonna throw 2 mounted samurai away. Look at that, 18 villagers got out of there, hightailed it right out of there. He thought he had these 2 gold veins secure, but not on Frankie Dukes' watch. KT Roth gonna have to deal with these villagers that have gone idle, and oh, he's gonna lose both mangonels. Frankie Dukes not paying attention, and here come the mounted samurai. He is gonna lose those mangonels. They get one more shot off. He's got to keep fighting. Got to get these Janissaries in there. Maybe get those. He's just taking a lot of damage on those Janissaries as well. Maybe stop paying attention. Here comes the Ayyubid player to help out his teammate, saving this town center from destruction. It wasn't looking good for this town center's lifespan, but a little cheeky flank by the mounted samurai did wonders for him. Would have been nice to see maybe a little bit more siege from Frankie Dukes, maybe a ram or two to really knock down this town center. He just tanked a lot of damage with his Janissaries there. He is remassing up here. It looks like we have our Lancer out on the map. 2 Lancers, crossbows, Janissaries. So what is he using his Vizier points on? I don't know. I don't play Ottoman. Go away. Getting his upgrades. Gonna need to get his castle upgrades in the blacksmith. And here comes his trade going down again. This is over and over again. His trade is just getting wrecked. And once again, needed some walls up as his farming economy is about to get wrecked as well. His army is taking too long to come from the front because they're selected with the mangonel. He needs to get rid of that mangonel and start running his army down here. He's too slow on the draw. And you just got to put those traders back in the landmark. Just throw them down the landmark. They're gonna die. Here come the Lancers. We're gonna watch this fight closely as the traders just run by. He is gonna clean up, but just a couple walls would have done him wonders. These 28 villagers, 24 villagers wouldn't be just running around with chickens with their head cut off. And as he's dealing with this, look at this ball of mounted samurai. Luckily, not going to see his gold workers. Stop trading down here. You got to stop trading down here. It's not safe. You got this stone wall up, but you don't have anything else protecting it. You got a stone wall across here maybe as well. Stonewall this, for the love of God. Oh no, here comes 14 villagers about to go down to the mounted samurai. It's not what you like to see. Every single one of them are going to go down here. Very frustrating game so far for Frankie Dukes. And then he's going to throw away some army as well. These mounted samurai are very good. You need to have numbers to deal with them. A couple spearmen coming in. Not sure what that's going to do. Let's see if any of these players are looking to go Imperial. Lots of gold. Gets lots of gold. A lot of stone for the Japanese player. Makes sense. He's trying to get this town center into a castle. Looks like that's going to be coming in soon. Just going to see if Frankie Dukes is still trading down here. Look at the military counts. KT Roth started off very strong, but has lost a couple battles here. The Japanese players is just playing very well. These mounted samurai are tough to deal with. And looks like this can't be possible. He's working on one stable? One stable with a Yorishida. That's okay. Looks like he's pumping out samurai as well now. Crossbows will do well against both those units, so. And Frankie Dukes going with the very aggressive stone walls. He knew this town center was here, but he tried to stonewall it off anyway. You guys got to remember, he did not kill that town center. This is unfortunate as well. Now he sees the samurai at least. Got some information there, so maybe go heavier into crossbows. Doesn't have much of an army here. 50 army, where it's all sitting right here, so that's okay. He's going to need to try to get to Imperial and get those great bombards out on the field. This massive, not really a mass, but these 11 mounted samurai are just causing so many problems. Big stone walls coming in for the Ayyubid player. Let's see if he realizes this horrific mistake, and he does, and that's ugly as shit. Only wood walls for our protagonist, and just no walls for the Ottoman player. He's got to throw up walls. He put up these insanely aggressive walls, but what he really needed was a more passive wall, maybe down here, or just wall off his base a little bit. Looks like we do have some downtime, so let's go a little 2x speed. Speed this one up. We do have a nice little raid here by the Lancer. I don't know how many villagers he picked up. Maybe one, maybe none. I'm not sure. But he does go down to the castle. The Shogunate Castle. Looks like, let's check out the resources. plenty of stone to turn this into a Shogunate Castle as well. Just go to the Daimyo Palace and the Shogunate Castle, and that's going to secure both these gold veins up. But I'm not sure if he's going for that. KT Roth floating a lot of food. Let's see if he's going to go into an Imperial Age as the Japanese player reaches the Imperial Age. That's not what you want to see as an enemy. This Takanashima Gunsmith is just going to start pumping out Ozutsu, and that you don't want to see that. That is a dangerous sight. Like, they knock down walls very quickly. It's not like the Ottoman player has any walls, but they do knock down walls very quickly. 33 Janissaries, 15 crossbows, some spears. He's massing up some ranged units. These mangonels are going to do very well against the samurai. He has pop capped a little bit, so let's see if he... yeah, these traders are going to pop those back in there. These Mechters got to get out into the field. They're kind of just chilling on the military school here. Let's see what he's got in terms of production buildings. 4 military schools, the MIA, 4 archery ranges, 2 barracks, a stable, and a siege workshop. Let's go over to KT Roth, see what he's working with. We have the School of Cavalry, 4 archery ranges, 3 stables, 3 siege workshops, and a big fight in the middle. Taking down a ton of villagers there. Jeanne d'Arc has fallen, getting the siege out. He went with the Rebaldequins and Bombard rather than the Ozutsu. I'm not sure I like that decision making, but it has worked out for him. He has pushed Jean back right into the Red Palace, and that Red Palace deals massive amounts of damage. If he just can deal with this Bombard, he should be alright. Another fight up top is Mounted Samurai, now into Elite Mounted Samurai, it looks like. They're going to be doing a lot of damage. The Ayyubid coming in as well, working down this second TC. We have an upgrade for this. We're getting arrow slits. Interesting decision. We have all the stone in the world. Maybe throw down a cannon emplacement. You are Imperial now. The Ottoman player needs to get to Imperial so he can participate in this game here. His gold villagers are going to go down. But he is going to take down the Rebaldequin and the Bombards. Oh, shoot one more time. There you go. He will take down the Bombard. He needs to get to Imperial so he can get on his Great Bombard. Let's see if he's going for it. Let's check his resources over here. He has enough. He is going to go for the Istanbul Observatory and start pumping out those great Bombards. As we check in on the military, it's very low right now, but he might make a good comeback with the great Bombards. Japanese player still doing very well. Ayyubid player not so much. He's had to deal with these knights of the Jeanne d'Arc player. Jeanne d'Arc started very well, fizzled out, and then has gone very well in more recent fights. Ooh, they got to take this down before it gets up to the Shogunate Castle. Looks like that's what they want to do. I don't know if they know that it's getting upgraded, but this is a great timing decision by our protagonist. Rebaldequin's going down. Jean getting so much XP here. The Ottoman player turning around his crossbows to deal with that flank and save his mangonels. Great fight here by our protagonist. Are they going to be able to take down this Shogunate Castle now? Because it's doing massive damage in these one-shot rockets. They are going to take it down, and our Ottoman player finally puts up those stone walls protecting his base. And they are going to get these siege workshops as well. Maybe the Japanese player extended himself a little too much. This could turn the tides of the battle if the Ottoman Frankie Dukes can just get these walls up, kill this castle, and then the Japanese player, he's got castles everywhere, to be honest. They need more siege for these castles. Taking a lot of damage. These elite royal knights are almost getting one shot by this castle, right? Okay, so they're probably getting 2 shot. They have a lot of health, those elite royal knights. But the Japanese player throwing up another castle. He's just gonna have a castle on every single one of these gold veins. 2 castles on this one, doubling down on it. And oh no, the trade. Oh, they can't secure. They're not gonna be able to trade to this bottom side. They're gonna have to try to trade to the top side because these castles are gonna be a little bit too much to deal with. They might need to just give up the bottom side to the Japanese player. He gathered so much stone. This is a little bit less defended. You just gotta get through the wall and put up your own walls. The Jean player has plenty of stone walls up, so maybe they just need to I don't know. Let's see what they do, because this is a tough decision here. Plenty of castles down here. This is gonna be a tough fight to take. Lots of mangonels out in the field for the Ottoman player. Does he have the Great Bombard? Thank you. Okay, he's got 2.5 minutes until it pops out. So maybe get some siege workshops down. I know he's got the 1. Let's see how many he has. He just has the 1. Maybe get a couple more siege workshops down. And these are the French cannons taking down this castle. Maybe if they just slowly work their way down to the bottom side and secure that. But the Japanese player has just so many samurai out on the map. Oh, he's got to get the mangonels. The Ottoman player needs to get in here. Rebaldequin's going to be teeing off in the front line. Big mangonel shots. Lots of idle villagers, but we cannot think about that right now. This is a massive fight. Get these on the Rebaldequins. They're doing so much damage. Huge win. Look at it. They took down the entire Japanese army, and they're just chilling with all this siege. Now we can deal with these guys. Let's open up that military. Look at Frankie Dukes making his way back. KT Roth really up in his KD. The Japanese falling back to earth, and the Ayyubid player still not doing too well. Yeah, these Janissaries are not. Yeah, they'll whittle this down, I guess. But as I noticed that we're still in 2 times speed, that's why these fights are so out of control. We will slow it down to 1 times speed, and hopefully stay on this the rest of the game. Let's see if the Janissaries can continue to slowly trickle down this stuff. Now we can actually take a breath here, now that we're not in 2 times speed. Gonna get these cannons. 3 cannons gonna take down this this castle. I thought this was kind of impregnable back here, but our protagonist has done a great job with these castles. Kind of throwing away units here. Didn't need to do that to the boiling oil as well. And it looks like our Ottoman player is going to lose a good bit of his army. Japanese just massing Rebaldequins. I'm not sure that is the right play, but finally getting some Springalds out on the field to deal with all of the mangonels. Just try to finish this wall. This would be a big wall to get. He throws up his own castle, or his own keep here, as Jean is just dealing with these south side castles. He does not know that there's a last castle down here, or does he? It looks like he does, and he's going to go over to it. As the Ottoman player retreats, take a couple of these villagers and just finish this wall, right? Just finish it up. You have the bottom side walled off. They are going to chop through it in a bit, but a lot of villagers could go down here. Maybe not a lot, but 23 could go down right here as they look to put up more stone walls to secure this trade. I thought they were going to have to go to the top side. I'm not going to lie. It looks like they're going to try to fight for this bottom side. They take down the last remaining castle by the Japanese, and big stone walls coming up from Jean because our Ottoman player doesn't want a stone wall. Let's check in on the resources. He doesn't have too much. So, yeah, he's got none coming in. I'm going to guess that the Jean player, KT Roth, used his guild hall to get a lot of stone so that he could put up these stone walls. Let's see how many villagers he ends up throwing over here to build this. So far it's 0. Okay, it's 2. That's going to take a while to get up there. And look at these masses of armies. Just so much siege. It's the siege meta. Hasn't made a single Azutsu yet that I've seen on the field, which is insane because Azutsu are the best unit they have in Imperial. Take a look at the Ottoman army. Yeah, he's looking like he still wants to fight against cavalry, but Japanese doesn't have any cavalry out on the map here. Jean gonna come in and try to pick off these villagers one at a time. She is level 4, so she has the blast cannon. There goes the last castle on the south side of the map. A feat I didn't think was possible, but very quickly the Jean player just takes it all down. And the Japanese player looks like he's wanting to throw away all of his siege. Like all of it. He's got the samurai in the front tanking, and there's just a lot of Rebaldequins. A lot of Janissaries coming in for the Ottoman player, but oh, look at that massive amount of damage. It'd be a little bit better if they were Azutsu here, but you can't make every decision correctly. These 6 mangonels going to get a big shot on these Japanese samurai, and they're going to take a lot of them down, opening the door for these knights to get through. This is going to be a cleanup for our protagonist, it looks like. The entire Jean army looks to be going down, but these Janissaries, there's so many of them. Even though they're not fighting against cavalry, they're going to do a good job here. Springald's going to take down every single one of these mangonels, unfortunately. But the Rebaldequins, I mean, everyone's dead. All armies, both teams, they're all dead. Everyone's back to square one. It says we have 59, but not in this fight. This whole battle is a destruction. More units streaming across. These Springalds are huge. The Rebaldequins put out so much damage, but everything with legs, dead. There goes the last gold. They need to get down on this gold. There's only 2,000 left in it, but 10 traders. Now that they've secured this, maybe you can pick those guys out and start trading a little bit. Would love to get a great bombard emplacement there. Now that we have a second to breathe, imagine if we were still on 2 times speed for that. That would have been insane. Look at these deer. That's actually pretty funny. They're just like on the cliffs. What are they, goats? They're not Patrick Mahomes. Oh, we got a keep battle. Jean's champions being trained out of this keep, and they're just gonna fire at each other. This one's gonna win. The Jean one's gonna win. He has the bombard emplacement. Sorry, cannon emplacement. So he's gonna win this battle. Big, massive army coming in here. Looks bigger on the mini-map than it actually is. They are gonna move over here to this gold mine, and these 2 villagers that could are gonna try to finish off this gigantic stone wall. How many traders we have? Okay, we're finally queuing them up. Jean getting 92 gold per trade. You got it secured. Maybe take those 10 out, but it's okay. Oh, we're just going to spend a lot of resources repairing. 1 sacred site remains unclaimed. Oh, looks like the Frankie Dukes is going to put up this wall after all and do it very sneakily. This bombard is just going to sit there, not attacking these villagers. But here come the samurai, and we know they are going to attack. The samurai will attack. Let's see what the army composition has turned into. 2 great bombards out of the map. That is huge for our protagonists. But we do have a bajillion idle villagers, because there goes the last gold mine. Gonna lose those villagers too. And he's back into the samurai, playing right into the hands of the Ottoman janissaries. Look at all this siege, unprotected. Siege is so unprotected. So much unprotected siege. Red Palace goes down. We missed out on that. Great bombards. You gotta watch out for those samurai. They're gonna try to run you right up the ass. Big amount of army goes down. Big mangonel shots, and all these spears are gonna go down. Another great bombard on the map. It looks like it's gonna go down immediately as here come the samurai. The other bombards are going to turn and fire, but they're going to go down as well. He had 3 on the map. This would have been the 4th, but he's going to be stuck to this one. He's got to send this back into safety. But he's worried about fighting this over here. The siege gets behind the wall. Jean moving forward. Multiple fights all over the place. The janissaries are trying to come back to deal with these mounted samurai. Hiding this lost bombard behind the tree. Some say it's not even there. Mounted samurai running around. Oh my god, so much samurai. Japanese has a massive army here. Only 65 on the field with 42 idle villagers. We haven't dealt with any of these villagers down here. Jean through the wall. He's going to pick up some villagers. We're looking down here at janissaries fighting the samurai. Smart play by the Japanese to get the cavalry out of there while the janissaries don't do nearly as much damage against the samurai. This great bombard is going to get another shot off, but he is going to go down. Oh no, the Ottoman player with barely any military left. But the Jean player wreaking havoc on the trade line. I guess we're just trading off bases here as the Japanese player is going to move forward. And there's not much to defend the Ottoman player here. And that's not good, because that's going to get them into the trade line as well. Here comes 2 more bombards, but does he know where they're rallied? He's got to stop. He's got to get them back. He's got to put them back into safety. Oh, he's going to run to their death. That's what you hate to see as an Ottoman player. Landmark goes down. The Japanese base the Ottoman base is under heavy fire by the Japanese. Jean trying to send units over, but then I think he just, considering it a lost cause, he's just going to decide to move into the Ayyubid base and try to maybe trade a base for a base here. Another great bombard goes down. You hate to see it. Doesn't even get off a shot. Ton of traders. Maybe throw down a keep. Does anyone have any stone? No stone here. Not much gold either. Just dire straits for our Ottoman player. But here comes the Sean. He's into the base. He's killing the units. Maybe focus down on the siege. He's got cannons. Royal cannons. Too much green in the orange base. Just too much. Villagers going down. Let's look at Frankie Dukes. Only on 77 population. He's got a lot of villagers down here. If the samurai find that, that's going to be curtains for the Ottoman player. And a lot of Jean villagers running through the base. Maybe they came down from this gold mine down here, but you can't be sure. So much siege. So many samurai. A lot of destruction. Military school goes down. MIA goes down. It's not looking good for our protagonist with the Ottoman base just getting completely destroyed. The trade getting absolutely wrecked by the samurai. The Japanese player needs to take these bombards, knock down this stone wall, and really get on all of these traders. But his attention has been diverted back to the Ayyubid base, because let's check in on the Ayyubid. He only has 43 villagers left, or economy, villagers and traders. The Jean player has done so much to just reduce his eco. He's basically zero. He's basically got nothing. If you look at Frankie Dukes, he's got 60 economy. Maybe get a second TC, pump those villagers back up, get your military higher. But he's taken all the attention, maybe, and then he's fighting over here. Jean is just all over the map doing everything, trying to let the Ottomans survive. Still getting the passive gold here, so he will be able to make some units. And it looks like Jean he's going to clean this up. Don't wave the white flag yet. As he gets cleaned out of the Ayyubid base, he's going to clean up the Ottoman base. Or is he? These Rebaldequins doing a lot of damage. Let's see what he can do on... Okay, so all the samurai go down. And here comes some springholds. Good play here by Frankie Dukes. He needed these springholds. If only he had them in the last fight. Or if he kept his bombard safe. But, you know, you can't win them all. And, I mean, yeah, you could say they cleaned it up, but look at his base. It has been absolutely destroyed. Like, it is gone. Where if you look over at the Ayyubid base, you know, not too many buildings went down, right? A lot of villagers went down. A lot of traders went down. But not too many buildings. Japanese base, untouched. Pristine. Look at that. That's a beautiful base. Still working on the one stable. No. No, yeah, these are siege workshops. This is insane. Hold on. One stable with a Yoroshido in it. That's insane. Delete that stable. Put the Yoroshido in a forge and make 7 more stables. You have 15,000 wood. And you're not even making a Zutsu. Guys, this game could be over. Our protagonists are getting very lucky here. Very lucky that the Japanese doesn't know how to play Japanese. Look at this long wood chop. This is wild. I mean, that's a thumbnail. I don't even want to zoom in. I want to show how far the wood chop is. My goodness. Here comes another fight. He's just loving these Rebaldequins. He's going to stop and fight with the Rebaldequins before going through the gate. He's going to take down a lot of knights here. That actually ended up working out for him value-wise. What do we got going on up here? Oh, massive amounts of siege from our Ayyubid player. Let's check in on Frankie Duke, see how he's doing over here. Back up to 26 military. He got the MIA back up, so he's still pumping out those great bombards. Take 5 minutes, but they're making them for free. If there's any civilization that you want to be in the late game, get those free units after you've been messed up. These 10 traders could probably get more if they were just going across the map, but that's okay. He's had a lot to deal with so far. Lots of siege out for the antagonists, the Ayyubid and Japanese player. I don't know if our protagonists will be able to deal with this. Check in on the military. Frankie Dukes lost a lot in that fight where he just got his base absolutely destroyed. If only he would be able to fight the Ayyubid player, that'd be a little bit better for his KD. Do we have any upgrades? We have all the upgrades here. We need to get boiling oil. That'd be huge. Luckily for the Jean player, the siege is just kind of sitting back. I mean, he is going to have to run away here, but I guess the Japanese player just thinks that that Frankie Dukes is out of this. And he thinks, whatever, we don't need to go attack. He's going to get up more military schools. Throw down another market. Not sure what this is for. Maybe to make more traders faster. Get back into the trade. But he's got plenty of wood to just throw down all these production builds. He's got 46 villagers on wood. Plenty of food in the bank. So he doesn't really need to get on these farms yet. Big fight coming in here. Gulams. Gulams and spears. Some villagers going down. It's okay, he's got 103 eco. Let's see how he deals with this. Crossbows teeing off on the Gulams. Not enough spears here, to be honest. He needs more spears to deal with these knights, but here comes the Japanese as well. Getting encircled over here as a Jean player. It's unfortunate that he does not have the help of his Ottoman teammate, still trying to regroup from his base being utterly destroyed. Jean just needs to maybe regroup, retreat, regroup, and not sure what Frankie Dukes is thinking about here. Oh, he just does need to come out for some more wood. His villagers are going to get away scot-free here with that decision. And the second base of the Jeanne d'Arc player is going to go down. Luckily, I mean, their trade is still alive, right? It's doing pretty well over here, undisturbed. The Japanese player thinking the Ottoman player is out of it. Here come his springalls to deal with all this siege. That's going to be a nice little counter here. Got to get behind the walls. Just wood walls. You can kill that. Oh, and the Japanese has re-arrived at the Ottoman base just to make sure that he is out of the game here. Hate to see it from our protagonist. Fight up top. All these villagers are going to go down. The Ottoman player is just... Frankie Dukes is not happy about this game. He just can't catch a break. Japanese back in his base. Japanese in the Jean base. But here are the Springalds. Shooting out on the other Springalds. Looks like a Springald on Springald massacre. And just the Japanese siege is just going to come out on top here. But it looks like this Mounted Samurai raid is going to be cleaned up. He's got enough crossbows. He's got enough spears. He's going to clean that up. Let's see what Jean can do. And see, the Ayyubid player kind of let his teammate down here. He was so focused on getting these villagers that he allowed for KT Roth to take out the entire Japanese army. It's just siege left. And most of it's Springalds. So he's going to take down these bombards. These rams are going to run wild through his base until he burns them down. But the Japanese player doesn't have much left in terms of military. If you go back to the Tanegashima gunsmith, he's got no tickets. Well, he's got 10 tickets, and he's just making bombards with them. This bombard is protecting the market. And then this guy is really interested in his stats, I think, because who cares a shit about that mill? He needs to be helping his Japanese teammate is just carrying this game. And the Ayyubid player is doing everything he can to throw it. Springalds waiting their turn to fight. Frankie Dukes remassing. Finally gets another great bombard out of the map. And now the Japanese has been thoroughly wiped on this attacking force. Now the Ayyubid player wants to come play. Not sure if I understand that tactic. Hand cannoneers out on the field. Big mangonel shot. Another mangonel shot could spell trouble for for KT Roth. It wasn't that big of a mangonel shot. I need to be back on these hand cannoneers. That one will take down a couple of hand cannoneers, but more knights out on the field. More cannons. Here comes some crossbows from the Ottoman player, Frankie Dukes. And the siege is going to go down. Okay, so problem solved. 50 traders coming in from the Jean player. And Japan surrenders. He's had enough. The defenses are impregnable. And he quits. Carried the whole game. My teammate sucks. I'm out. I'm done. The Ayyubid player is going to carry on as if nothing happened. I don't even know if he knows that his teammate quit. The Ottoman player is back in the fold. He's got crossbowmen on these Gulams. Very surprising surrender. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he had to go. Maybe his wife told him to get off. Who knows? But the Ayyubid player is going to stick it out. Let's go back to the military. He was carrying the game, really, just absolutely carrying. And the Ayyubid player not doing nearly as much. And he just thought, fuck it, I'm done. My back hurts from carrying this guy the whole game. I can't do it anymore. Ottoman player hasn't gotten his landmarks back up yet, but that's okay. He's just trying to worry about pumping out more units. Here come his bombards. And they're going to push forward because, you know, it's a 2-on-1 now, so you might as well push forward. Lots of town centers. Lots of culverins. Another bombard. Very surprised by this turn of events. It was a great defensive stand by the Jean player, and it just broke the spirits of the Japanese player. That's all I can really say. He still has the highest score, which is hilarious. He's already surrendered, and he has the highest score in the game. But the Ayyubid player has so much siege with nothing protecting it, so yeah, these knights are going to get out of that siege, and they're going to tear it to shreds. He's going to try to put up this keep. I mean, I want to say this one's over, but in Gold League Legends, you never know. So we're going to stick it out. I thought it was over when the Ottoman player's base got destroyed, but I was mistaken there too. Jean has gone down. The siege will go down. These knights are just formidable opponents. Keep is going to get up. Jean bought back into the fold. Frankie Dukes pop capped at 120. But he's sending in his own Sipahi raid. If only the Ayyubid player had his teammate. Desert Raiders just going to go down very quickly. Springald's in. Let's just marvel at this base some more. That's a great looking base. The Ayyubid player getting pushed on both fronts. Here come the Sipahi. To get on the trade line, the Ayyubid player is going to have to tap out. He's going to have to. He loves hanging out with his siege inside the gate. It's really funny. He needs to hit these culverins and knock these cannons out. Oh, no, get on the trade. Who cares about this building? Oh, look at all these Sipahi. And a great bombard. The Ottoman player, Frankie Dukes, is back, baby. I mean, it's a 2-on-1 at this point and the game's over. But he's back. Yep, there goes on the trade. He's gonna. Let's watch his KD get fixed. Okay, hey, move. You got it. No, don't burn the farms. No, fix your KD. This guy's got 43 traders. Kill them all. Fix your KD. There it goes. Look at that. Look at it pop. Boom. I mean, spears are coming in. But he's got way more Sipahi up front. He's really worried about this lumber camp. The Sipahi raid is going to get cleaned up, but that's just going to let Jean mass the army he needs to really break through the walls. Come on, do something. What are you even focusing on right now? It wasn't this. Couldn't have been this. You're massing Sipahi. Use them. You got a great bombard. Maybe kill some shit. Ooh, bad timing to put up that stonewall gate because we're gonna kill it. Yeah, now the whole wall goes down. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yeah, this will be the end. Ah, finally, Sipahi coming in. Bombard dominating. Man, your KD could have been so much better if you got down here. Ooh, would have been nice. Juicy. Juicy. A Ubid player doing his best. Doing anything he can to stay in the game here. And what it comes down to is that the Jean player is going to work on his KD and kill all the villagers. I had it wrong. I thought Frankie Dukes was going to work on his KD, but instead he's going to work on his buildings raised, I guess. It's a KD battle here. Bombard killing buildings. Gonna take down that TC in like 3 shots. That unit's broken. Killing all the traders. Killing all the villagers. Look at all those attacks. A Ubid player, just tap out, man. This is the longest game I've ever watched. What are you doing? It's over. It's over. I know you're mad at your teammate, but it's over. Come on, get down here. Use the spine. Go. Get down there. Come on. Not the most efficient win from our protagonist today, but, I mean, they fought hard, and they just wore the Japanese player down. Probably a better game for KT Roth than it was for Frankie Dukes. Some things he would want to have back, but he stuck in there. They never gave up. And look at this. Now there's just a bajillion Sipahi killing Siege. And I think, is this going to be the final straw? His Siege goes down, he's going to quit? No? No? It's not it yet? Kill the Siege. You don't need to kill the Siege Workshop. So, that Siege Workshop is fine. Where's Jean? Is she out on the field? Where's that great bombard? Is it still fucking shit up? Yeah, it is. Oh, come on, kill these guys. Work on your KD. And there's the GG. As that last culverin goes down. And that's another Gold League Legends game. A nice 2v2 action with some twists and turns that no one saw coming. But thanks for stopping by.